Hey guys, how's it going? It's Gerd Gang checking in, just making sure my mute is off. Yes, off. Okay, so I just wanted to talk about the whole Logan Paul thing. Took me a couple days to even talk about it, let alone want to talk about it. I don't really care much. If you even look at my channel, I have like five subscribers. I'm not here for that clout or anything like that. So I just want to reassure people that this is nothing, like nothing to do with Pokemon, and things will regulate. I know people are probably freaking out, like, how am I gonna get jungle sets? Especially the kids I feel bad for right now. They're probably tripping out because it's so expensive. I mean, I wanted to buy um, a jungle set myself, and I saw the prices of them. I was like, oh my god. But this is before Logan spent the 2 million, and I went through my cards and stuff. And you can go and check my channel. I actually go through my childhood cards, and I have a first edition Machamp with Shadowless and all that. It's cool. It's awesome, and that's what collecting is, I think. And there's always going to be these people like me that just are never going to sell. So, in my opinion, just keep doing what you do. Just go for the cards you like. I know, like a lot of people are like looking at Pokemon cards as an investment, and it might be, but don't. I would suggest not looking at collectibles as investing because clearly Logan Paul is doing this just as a business move. It's nothing to do with Pokemon. It's strictly for money and clicks. And if you don't know that by now, then I'm letting you know because, like, dude, I didn't see him open up one pack. I think he's put them all up for auction, and not only that, he's made if you do the math, like you get 36 packs, and I think he's gotten a minimum of 10 grand on each pack, and he bought 6 boxes. So you do the math, there's already a bit of return there. So this guy's doing it for the returns, and he's kind of representing what collecting is kind of not about. But that's just my opinion. Again, if you're in a financial situation where you want to hustle and make a few bucks, it's great too. Like I'm not against that. I'm not against him even buying $2 million worth of Pokemon. That's cool. That's totally on him. He wants to spend that much money, all the better. It brings more fans, and I think it's good in a way that it'll bring people, but it also shows the wrong side of it. He's kind of like just talks about, like the value and how he's making history. And the truth of the matter is, it's going to be forgotten about in a couple of years, just like his Suicide Forest video. Like, I don't even know how he's. Anyways, like, well, that's another topic, but we'll stick with the Pokemon thing. It's a common trend in markets, in any market. Like, literally, look at Bitcoin, look at even food. Cheese, for example. Like, this year, cheese plummeted because of COVID. So, companies like Pizza Hut, Domino's, Papa John's, whatever, these main corps, they're laughing, going, ha ha ha, grubbing in the money, right? Because cheese is so cheap for them. But guess what's going to happen? Economy's going to come back, and cheese is going to go higher than ever. So there's always a way for these markets to kind of stabilize, especially when there's money involved and guaranteed money involved, and when there's nostalgia involved, meaning Pokemon and stuff like that. Guys like me that grew up playing jungle sets, and I'm also coming from a position that I own a lot of jungle. I own Machamp First Edition Shadowless. I own a lot of jungle sets, and I don't really agree with the stock price, the market prices right now. I think it's kind of BS, and I kind of feel bad for the collectors because they think like, oh, it's lost hope. It's not lost hope at all, guys. Stay positive. Like honestly, just keep collecting what you like because in a couple years from now, this whole jungle trend thing is gonna kind of die down. It's just what's gonna happen. Maybe even less than a couple years. And it's like, but that's just my opinion. I can't tell you. Nobody can. That's the thing. So who knows? And but just know that this whole like Logan Paul thing, he's not doing anything for Pokemon specifically except bringing more people, which is great. But on the full look of it, he's obviously doing it just for business. It's a business move. It's all for the clout, basically, as kids would say. He's just overdosing on those clout pills, bro. Like that's what it comes down to. Just swallowing them every day, like just by the minute, like he's on them. But that's all right, man. Like if he wants to do that, that's his money. He can do that. And I think there's nothing wrong with that, but I think just showing the aspect of the whole like, oh, market value and this, and like, who cares about value? Collecting is collecting because you like the cards. I just don't get. It's like there's so many collectors here that are just probably agreeing, and some probably disagreeing, and that's fine. And click and like below and subscribe if you disagree, or I just talk about it. I want to know. I want to hear because I think there's a big uprising, like a big roar up for nothing, in my opinion. I think, obviously, like all markets, like, including Bitcoin, for example. Look, remember that time when it hit like 25K years back, and now it's hit an all-time high again, but it crashed before that. In between that, and it's probably going to do the same. So this is what I mean by common trends in markets. Like every market is going to have this happen. Even Dogecoin right now is going up, and guess what? It's going to crash eventually, just like everything. So guys, don't give up. Jungle's still going to be available in the future. Just right now, probably invest if you are one of those people that are trying to invest and make money and get the most for your most for your money. Then I would suggest buying the cards that are cheap right now. Simply use it as your advantage. Take it to your advantage. Like just get the cards you weren't able to get before and just grab them because you're able to afford them now. Maybe that's something good. Use these negative things and turn them into a positive. There's never in a market a real negative, maybe to you, or it might feel that way. And I even feel like, even though I own like a Match Champ First Edition Shadowless and a much like thousands, like I have them right here, and I have videos in my channel talking and showing about them and showing them. I mean, I should say, sorry. But yeah, just remember, guys, just 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 keep collecting what you like. That's what Pokemon collecting is about. That's what collecting in general is about. Is just collecting what you like. And I promise that there's no better reward than collecting what you like. Unless you're obviously not a collector and just trying to invest. I would probably suggest going into other markets if you're trying to do that. But that's just me. So I'll leave it at that. I don't want to talk bad about Logan or anything. I think he's all in the right to do what he did, and it's gonna make a wave in Pokemon market for sure, as we've seen. But it's not gonna make a huge difference in the end, in my opinion. I think in a long haul, it's just gonna stabilize again, and it'll be forgotten, just like his video that about that forest video there. So it just goes to show that things get forgotten and people move on, and he's his own kind of representation of that, ironically. So let's just remember that, guys. So just don't freak out. Honestly, just keep doing what you like doing with Pokemon, and we all still want to see the pulls. We want to see those pulls. We don't care about the value. It's more about the pulls and the cards that we love. I just want to let people know that there's so many much people, like a lot of people that agree with this, and I've spoken to, and this is what collecting is about. So if you're a collector, you're obviously going to be agreeing with me. If you're an investor slash collector, you might be partially agreeing with me. I don't know. Let me know down below. I want to know. But anyways, guys, I'm just gonna leave it at that because I have really nothing else to say. But just stay positive and use this as a way to get the cards you wouldn't usually go and get that are cheaper now, and they will gain value. Again, I mean, I'm not gonna promise you that because nobody can. But again, if you look at common trends, like I said, in any market, you're gonna see crashes and rises and crashes and rises. So and I mean, when nostalgia is involved, and nostalgia, if you go Google the word, it's just there's never gonna lose value in that. Like Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, sports cards, you name it, anything that has memories to it that that men can relate to as as children and stuff like that. So like Pokemon, for example, it's never gonna lose value, even if it goes up and crashes. It'll go back up eventually, I think, as long as Pokemon keeps doing its thing, and it's probably going to keep doing its thing. I mean, it's the biggest, I think, biggest franchise to come out for TCGs or whatever. So, yeah, just stay positive. Don't stay negative. Don't get negative about jungle sets. Don't worry about them. Don't worry about those for now. Maybe get the other ones and then focus on that later, guys. because collecting is about, in my opinion, like you collect for life. So this is just a little hiccup in the road, in my opinion. So, or a bump, you would say, whatever. So just leave it at that, and stay positive, guys. With peace and love, the market will be fine, I think. And that's just my opinion. I don't want to like, mislead anybody and whatever, but this is my opinions, guys. So, let me know if I'm wrong below. Thanks.